Hi, I'm Prasan Shyangden. I like to call myself a media person, although mostly people call me an RJ because I started my career as a radio jockey, I suppose. Kathmandu for me is my city. It's a reflection of who I am. Because I think every city does reflect who you are, and you do become a part of the city. And the city too, I mean, like we hear people complain about how Kathmandu is this and Kathmandu is that. And I guess in that aspect, I've always been this person who sits there and says, if Kathmandu is this and that, it is because I and a lot of people like me have made it into that. And my dad was a teacher at the British Army, so you're inside an army camp. You know, you had all the facilities there, but you're always inside a certain border. The first thing I remember when I came here was Ashi and me and our BMX bike, we just cycled, you know. We were somewhere here in Ekantakuna, we were just cycling and we're just cycling and we're just cycling, and I remember there was no stop point. You could just keep going, and I remember going down Kupondol, you know, and I remember telling Ashi, it's weird, I'm free as a bird. We just went to the bridge and said, there's no place that's going to stop. So that's my first, you know, my first earliest memory of Kathmandu, like non-stop, you just can keep on going. But I think what holds dear every time is where your home and that area was. So I live in somewhere on Tobigat, it's like near to the ring road. So that's the place, although I miss it not being that like that anymore. It used to be a nice quaint place where everybody knew each other, you know, but now it's congested and all that, but yeah, I think that particular place does, because from there, Naku was like Naku the river was like 5-10 minutes away from where my home was. Naku used to be very clean, pristine, we used to swim there, fish. So that's the area, like every time you think of Kathmandu, if I'm abroad and I come back, that's the area I remember, you know, from there to Poinsi Party area. That's my area. That's how I feel. As I said, Kathmandu always inspires me in every aspect, from a media person and from where I started off from an entertainer. It has brought me down to being I like to call myself a human rights defender and activist, you know, because so much of good and bad, at the same time, a lot of horrible things are happening right here in the city. It makes you want to become a better person every day. So in that sense, that's how it inspires me. You know, whoever I am, I've been molded into. Kathmandu plays a major role. Currently, I am, as I said, I'm running this online radio. It's called Revolution Radio. It has always been a dream because, as I said, I've been in the radio and the media business for the past 15 years now. Most of my youth in my 20s was spent in it. And it was always a dream to have a radio station of my own, you know, and so many years down the lane, now that it's there, I feel great. It's one of the biggest achievements I've ever had. To live life, life's good, it's great, stay happy, less is more, you know, life's great. Life's great.